We're going to play YBAngry, and the issue we're going to resolve today is,
should I retire in March?
should she retire in March? So we need to write down, should I retire in March, on the this one issue card. That card right there. There's only one of them.
Oh, okay.
Now the next step is we have to decide who's going to be player A and who's going to be player B for the entire game.
Okay.
A. Everything we're going to talk about today is to help us decide if Mildred should retire in March. Okay, that's all we're really talking about. Now that issue is made up of a few different details. Take one of the cards, one of the this one detail cards, and fill out sections 1, 2, and 3. Okay, on the card. So you're gonna write down one reason, one detail, just one per card of why she should not retire in March. Just one. Okay, and then you're going to circle A because you're player A. And use as many cards as you need to. Right now you can do sections 1 and 2. You can write down one reason, and you're going to circle A, and then you do that for all of your cards. Once you finish doing that, then you number your cards 1 to 10, with 10 being the most important. So Mary, you do the same thing, except you write down one detail per card why you should retire in March.
Okay.
Just one detail per card. You'll circle B, and then once you finish with all of your cards, you'll put them in order 1 to 10. What you're doing is saying how relevant that one detail is to the issue of should you retire in March. You can't duplicate your numbers. You can have a 10 and a 9.9 if they're really, really close. Or 10 and 9.5, or 10, 9, 8, 7, whatever. You just can't duplicate any number. So now you need to rate them in number 3 in order of how relevant they are. So if
and 10 being the most relevant.
Yeah. And so you only have those 2 reasons. No, you don't, Mildred.
Well, I don't.
Huh?
Why not?
Okay. I can think of more than 2. I don't even want to retire, but it's okay.
But I'm ready to retire.
Okay, it's okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take these cards and put them together in order of importance, in order of relevance. 10's on top.
Okay.
Okay. The issue is, should Mildred retire in March? That issue is made up of 6 details, right?
Okay.
5. I got 3. She got 2.
Okay, 5 details. Now, what we're going to do is focus down on the details of the issue, one detail at a time.
Okay.
So let's take the most important, the most relevant detail and handle it first.
Okay.
All right, so let's do the first one and set the other cards aside. Whose is it?
His.
Okay. So Tim, this is your detail. All the steps on this side of the page, there are 14 steps. All the steps on this side of the card, you're going to handle. All the steps
On this side?
Yes. All the steps on the back side, Mildred will handle, okay? So we're just going to go through 1 through 14.
Okay.
Okay. Now the way we win this game is you guys will agree in the end, either yes, Mildred should retire in March, or no, she shouldn't retire in March, or you guys feel good because you come up with some kind of happy medium. But either way, it's an agreement. That's how you win. This is the kind of game where you can't win by yourself. The relationship has to win, or you both lose.
Okay.
Okay? You're going to do steps 1 through 3 right now. You don't have to say you're player A, but just tell her what you wrote and tell her how relevant it is.
On number 1?
Yes, 1 and 3.
Okay, so the issue is that she wants to retire in 1, 2, 3 in 4 months from now.
No. What did you write? So.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The one detail I have about why she shouldn't is she just got herself a new vehicle, not even a year old yet.
And how relevant is that?
That's a 10 to me.
Okay, so that's steps 1 through 3. So step 4 is on the back side. So you got to hand her the card. You have to keep using this card. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Nah.
So steps 4 and 5 are the most important steps in the game. Here, you're going to repeat back to Tim what you believe he means in your own words.
What he wrote about the financials.
Yes, but in your own words. And you follow that with, is that right?
Okay.
This will make sure we're on the same page and it allows Tim to feel heard. Okay? So just repeat back to him. Ideally, you'll start with, so what you're saying to me is, and then tell him what you believe he means.
Okay, so what you're saying to me is that I need to continue to work because I got a truck that I need to make payments on.
Bingo.
Is that right? Now, Tim, you said...
Is that right?
Hold on. So, Tim, you said bingo, right? So what you want to do is, right now it's her job to make sure she understands you.
And my job to make sure she understands my response.
Right. Okay. But if you say bingo before she's finished, she might have had some more stuff to say that was incorrect.
I got you.
And if you say bingo, she stops thinking and she keeps that stuff inside. Let her say.
Okay, let her speak it out. Okay.
Okay. So can we do that one more time?
Okay. So what are you saying to me? That I shouldn't retire because of a truck that I make a payment on? Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. So you're going to, in step 5, you're going to check yes. The next step is 6. That's still on your side, Mildred.
Okay.
This detail is or is not true.
What he wrote is true.
Okay. Step 7, how relevant is that to you?
What he said.
That you just bought a new vehicle, yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What did you write?
A 10.
Okay. Step 8 is next. Here you're going to respond to what he's written and what you understand he means. You write it first.
Oh, so you're going to need another piece of paper.
Okay.
So, tell Tim what you wrote.
I'll still be making my payments.
Step 9 is next.
Where's 9?
It's on the other side.
That's me then, right?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this side is me. Give me this. Thank you.
So steps 9 and 10, Tim, are just like steps 4 and 5.
I see. So what you're saying is, to me, is what?
That I'm still going to be able...
No. She already said something, right?
Yeah.
Now you have to make sure you understand what she's saying. So you repeat to her.
I got you.
So it's not a question. Okay.
I got you.
And then follow that with, is that right?
Okay, so what you're saying to me is you're going to retire just because you're ready and you want to retire. That's the reason why you said that, what you said, right?
Yes.
No. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You didn't say anything about because you're ready and you want to.
No.
This is why people don't agree.
Okay, I got you.
Said,
I got you. We got to be specific. Okay, so you said.
I'm sorry. Can you start over? So what you're saying to me is?
So what you're saying to me is you're making the payments on your car. And that's why you feel like it's okay to go ahead and retire?
Yes.
Is that right?
Is that right?
Yes,
okay.
That's right.
Okay. So where you guys would have got off there is you added because you want to, and it wasn't really you're ready and you want to. We're not talking about you being ready and you want to.
You can make your payments.
Right. We're talking about the payments.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Let's. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to. Let's try to focus on the details.
Yeah. Well, you're learning how to play.
Okay.
So this is fine. Put a checkbox in 10 because she said.
We got to put yes or no.
Number 10 is that right?
No.
She said yes. So check it. So step 11, focus, discussion, debate. Now you guys talk about this detail. She just bought a car as it relates to the issue of should you retire in March. Now you have some other details that you've written down. You try to stay away from those unless...
Till you get to them.
Until you...
Got you. Okay, so I start.
It doesn't matter who start here.
But I'm going to start. Okay. So the reason why I feel like you shouldn't retire is because the fact that you got a added expense into the household, even though you're paying for it.
Well, yes, I am paying for it, and yes, I will have the finances to pay for it. I'm going to have my own business after 3 months of being retired, so what's the problem?
Well, the problem is you have to establish a business to really call it a business, not saying I want to. So it's not guaranteed income for right now. And it could possibly throw us off. Remember, we're getting a house next year. So financially, I don't want it to put the burden on me.
The burden will not be on you because I will have this job, because Keith already done told me that he's already got stuff in perspective. So what's the problem?
The problem is I don't want to get caught holding the ball. I know you've been working longer than me, and you deserve to retire. I'm just saying, if you were single by yourself, you could make that decision. But I think that you should have took me in concern with the decision, especially the fact that you bought a vehicle, even though you paid for it yourself. Just take in consideration the bills I do pay and the ones you do. And I'm thinking that it's going to be a burden. We didn't financially put the numbers together, but you just all of a sudden did this. I walked in the other day and you was actually talking on the phone, preparing to do this. You did mention it to me, but we never sat down and talked about it.
What are you talking about?
About you retiring. I walked in the room the other day and you was actually talking to the man, getting your ducks in a row to...
Yes, I was talking to the Medicare people.
Okay.
Okay. But I'm still going to retire in March because I'm going to still have a financial, what am I trying to say? It's still going to be financial. I'm going to have that check coming in. And 3 months later, I'm going to have another check coming in every week. And you already know that when Keith already done said he's doing this, he's going to do it. It's nothing coming out your pocket. It's nothing coming out of my pocket to get this business started. He's financially doing this for Mama. It's something he already done did. He already know all the aspects of it. I'm not going to sit around the house already and do nothing.
Okay. So what, after 2 or 3 months into retirement, what would you do if you saw it was creating a burden?
What you mean creating a burden?
Financially on me as a whole.
I don't see where that would come in.
Okay.
Play.
Okay, you don't see it?
No.
But what are you prepared to do if you do see it?
Well, if this business going to take off, and that's what I'm going to hold in my heart, because I know me, and you know me for that part of what I'm going to be doing. So I don't see it being a burden. I don't see anything falling back on you. I see us as succeeding further out.
Well, those were my issues, or are my issues and concerns.
Well, I see us going forward financially. Just think about it. I've already been out there. I've already did this.
What I'm looking at is our situation now is, I could say, more defined or definite. What you plan to do is not definite. Once when I started my business, I told you it took me maybe 9 months before I started seeing a profit. While you're not making a profit, bills don't stop.
I'm going to be making a profit.
Okay.
I already know this. So, you have an issue with that as far as me working after I retire? But like I told you, I'm going to sit down.
No. I don't have
Okay.
I don't.
Okay. I already told you I'm going to take me a break for at least 2-3 months. I already told Keith this. He said, okay, Mama, you good then. So, you already know he's a businessman. He's successful at what he do. So why you see I won't be successful at what he giving me to do?
I'm not saying you won't. I'm just saying most people know when you first start a business, it's not going to be instant income. It's going to be, actually you're going to lose income. But you said he's going to take the brunt of that. But my thing is, right now, we're making it what we're doing. And we had multiple loans and we've gotten rid of them. I'm trying to make sure we get rid of almost every loan by the time we get the house, and that's all we got is a house, and that would make it easier. But the house is coming after your retirement, so that's what I'm looking for, to not be a burden. If you can retire now, who does that? If you can retire and make just as much money, maybe not more, but as much money, we're actually good right now. Mm-hmm. I'm just worried about the burden falling on me with you making less money.
But see, the other thing is,
because if you can't make a bill payment of your own, then I have to kick that in.
But yet and still, I'm not sure exactly what my check will be every month, but I know it'll be enough for me to cover my bills. I've been working ever since I was 12, so just think about it.
Okay, so we never sat down and went and crunched the numbers, but you're saying what you're supposed to get from Social Security is going to cover your car payment and what little bills you pay.
Exactly.
Okay.
So do you still have a problem with that? As long as my check cover my bills, and then when I get to working and doing my own thing, that's gonna be extra money to put aside for whatever we need.
That part I don't have a problem with. If you're making the same, I won't have no problem. But if you're making less, and you did say 3 months, that might not be a toll. But I'm just saying we never sat down and discussed it or either tried to crunch the numbers to see how it would look. I always thought before you go on Social Security that they'll tell you how much you'll be getting because they send you a report every year to say is what amount you might be getting. But now that you've done narrowed it down and started talking to them, I would think that you would know. If it's as much money as you work and make, which I've never seen anybody do that, unless they're getting multiple checks, then it wouldn't be a problem. I'm just concerned that it would create a financial problem, and that toll would be on me. And it is your prerogative to go on retirement. But like me, I wouldn't go on retirement unless I knew all my ducks was in a row.
Okay.
And I said I'm not going to go on retirement for at least 3 more years because I want to be at a certain place before I do it. And I'm still healthy enough to do it. You're still healthy enough to work. I'm not trying to control when you retire. I'm just saying because of the decisions you made, I'm thinking that it might not be the right time, and it might put an undue stress on me. Which financially, I'll scuff and do whatever, but I don't want to have to do that just because you want to retire. Now, if you could show me or prove to me that you're going to make just as much money being retired, then I have no issue.
Okay.
Which we never have a lot of issues anyway.
I know. But you still gotta look. I'm gonna have my retirement check. I'm gonna have my check from the state every month. And when I get this business going with Keith, I'm gonna have that income coming in. What's the problem?
Okay, well, you got to explain this to me. How you gonna get a check from Social
Because I
Security?
work for the
Hold
state,
up.
baby.
They told you was gonna continue to get a check.
I just said yes. I have that money in there.
See, that's another thing we got to discuss because I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay. At the school, you put it in when you first start working, and they double whatever you make. Okay? And that money's just like in the bank. You don't get to touch it till you retire. And then they'll send you a check every month. Exactly what the amount is, I cannot tell you that.
Okay,
So, what else?
that's it.
Are you sure?
I basically told you that I'm concerned about the financial toll on me. You're saying I'm not going to have a financial toll?
No, you're not.
Well,
I don't see you having a financial toll.
okay, but before this point and before you calling them and already setting it up, that should have been something that we should have sit down and went through just so I'm comfortable enough to know that what you're saying now. You see what I'm saying? You jumped the gun and started doing it. And even though you've been telling me sporadically throughout the year that I'm going to retire, then all of a sudden you're on the phone with somebody and actually making the strides to do it. You understand what I'm saying?
I do, because it's just time for me to do that. I have to do this a month before my birthday. I have to do it 3 months prior to my birthday.
I don't know nothing about that.
So you're going to have to do the same thing when it's time for you.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, that's good to know.
All right.
That wasn't the point. The point is, financially, I don't know where we're going to be, but we could have already been sitting down doing that before you just all of a sudden up and call. I just walk in, I'm hearing you on the phone, and I'm like, darn, she's making these plans for real.
Yeah.
So, don't you think it's something that we should have talked about? Not you just telling me that, because this is the way you used to say it. I'm going to retire, and I'm like, might not be time for you. What else these bills? I'm like, I've been working all my life. I'm going to retire. Basically, you're telling me that this is just absolutely what you're going to do, regardless of what kind of turmoil it might put us in.
So right now, what you feeling Tim, might be a different game. Remember, right now we're talking about should she retire in March is the issue, and her buying a new car. So let's stay focused on this game, and later you might want to play should you make big decisions without talking to me first. That would be a different game. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
I understand what you're saying, but it seems like it's so relevant because that's my main point. So I'll just reiterate without expanding. So that's the main issue. You just got yourself a new vehicle, even though you pay for it,
True.
and now you want to retire
I do.
before it's paid.
Yeah, I'm gonna retire before it's paid for, but I'm gonna still make my payments every month.
Okay. So you guys pretty much finished with the she just got a vehicle part?
Yes.
Okay. Put a checkbox there in 11.
Oh, we finished the discussion?
Unless you have some more to say about that.
No.
Okay, so then you finish with it. Yes.
Check.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 12.
Number 12. Here, Mildred, you're going to say what you learned or what you took from this interaction on this detail card. Ideally, it'll be positive, and you'll say, I feel better because, and that's already written there, and just finish that sentence.
I feel better because I know I can still make these payments and I can still do this.
She just did step 12. Step 13 is next. Here, you have to say, I feel better because whatever, and write it down. You see step 13? You're going to do the same thing she just did.
I said, I feel better because now we can work it out through discussion rather than her saying, I am.
So step 14 is the step that's on your side, Tim, and you both have to work on this and agree. The first part is, was there any progress on this one detail? You guys have to agree yes or no.
I think so, yes.
I think so also.
So you circle yes.
Oh, he did also. Yes, I think
Yeah.
so.
The next part is there enough progress to win the game? If there's not enough progress to win the game, then you go to the next most relevant card.
Yeah, I think it was because we had more dialogue. At first, there wasn't no dialogue. She was just going to do it.
Well, you got to circle yes.
But you pay for this car.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's take the cards and just tell each other what you wrote. Just grab
Well,
it.
it's all relevant to this. That's the only problem.
Wait. Yeah.
Oh,
Grab them in.
that's not the order.
It is the order. I wrote it was time.
And how relevant was that to you?
It's a 10.
Okay. What's next? The
10.
next card.
On 10.
Oh, I thought I'd have to agree because I agree. It's her time, but that was my issue. Oh, on my other one, I said, and it's kind of relevant. I said we'll also be in a new house by April.
Okay. And how relevant was that?
That was a 9.
Okay. The next.
And I also put down it's been a long time coming.
Same thing as the first one. And I put down not financially ready for you to.
And how relevant was that, Tim?
That was not as relevant. That was the least relevant, but it was a 7.
How long has this been an issue?
I would say for the last 2 years, she's been interjecting, I'm going to retire at a certain time. And it bugged me because there was no consideration on it. I'd been working long enough. I deserved it. I kind of understand that. But if she was single, that's more of a decision that she can make. But with us being a couple, that's something that we should talk about. Not that I want to control when she does. I just, once again, financially thought it was an inappropriate time to do it. But now I see that the basic thing we needed to do, instead of me walking the room and she's already planning it, is that we should have did what we already came up with. Sit down and go through stuff and, count stuff up. And if everything she's saying is right, then it works out.
Are you guys glad you played?
Say it again.
Are you glad you played the game?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, yeah.
You what?
Nothing. Because I said a long time ago, we have no reason to play this game because we don't. I said we don't argue, but we do have disagreements. We just don't argue,
Right.
which is good for a relationship, not to argue.
And if you had played this 2 years ago, all the
She'd be retired when the truck is paid for.
okay.
But you gotta understand, cause I could have went out at 62. I didn't. I decided I would stay to 65.
Ain't nobody asked you to
I'm
tell your
asking-
age.
I'm not ashamed of my age. I'm proud of my age.
Oh, okay.
I'm proud.
All right. It's been a problem for a couple of years, and that took us 36 minutes, including the music. Why do you think you guys are able to resolve this in half an hour?
Cause we sit down and we discussed it, and we come to a conclusion, and I think it was relevant.
You know what's amazing about that? When she talked about it, she's like, I'm going to retire. No, there was no discussion. It was no, she didn't put everything in perspective. Okay, we're about to be in the house next year. I just got this car less than a year ago. Like nothing that I'm going to retire because I deserve to. I don't agree. I don't disagree with that she deserves to, but it's, if you can afford to, that's the thing.
And you also got to look at it that you don't know completely because it's my body. My body tired. It really is.
Okay.
So I guess the game actually allowed you guys to have the discussion you needed.
Yes, I think, yes, it's more clarity. There was no clarity. It was just, I am, period. And that's like me coming in and saying, I'm going to get me another vehicle. I am, period. And
I wouldn't argue with you about it because that's been what you wanted to do, and I
because you
think
don't worry about
deserve it.
finances. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that because I'm not going to put us in a financial, not on purpose. We did agree 3 years ago to get rid of all these loans, and you did better than I did. But it started making a difference. Your credit score went up. Your credit score went up higher than mine. So we talked about it, and it worked. That's the deal. Now we just talked about it, and it seems like it don't work, but we still need to talk more about it. We need to come out with more specifics because you said something about 2 checks. I didn't know you was getting no 2 checks.
All right. Is that it?
That's it.